good thing to know, right?
And when we started, how their ethical agenda was exactly what we wanted as well. You know, we don't sell any plastics. You know, no plastics allowed. You know, you have to be environmentally friendly, and that's the same concept we have in our shop. You know, we struggle a bit trying to find no plastic. We want to make it. We haven't yet, but we're getting there. Make it a plastic-free zone, and it's the same as the Good Market. And the Good Market also, you know, try and encourage local vendors, support local communities. So we try to do the same things. I mean, that's how we wanted to run anyway, but being at the Good Market actually sort of let us sort of follow them as well. So
it's just a really enjoyable experience being there and going there. It's the sort of place where I think both of us, if we weren't being there selling stuff, it'd be this place which we'd be going to anyway.
For sure.
Every week, yeah.
That's one of the things that my wife and I really missed back in Los Angeles, was going to the farmers market and going to these, you know, outdoor venues, and you would see all this great local produce and the farmers come in, and it was just a festive thing, and so to see that here
happening in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. So.
Right. So we'll be right back, but we have to go for a short commercial break. But we need to speak about the range of desserts and sandwiches that are available at your shop. So we'll do that, and we'll make you even hungrier when we get back after this break. So stay with us on Good Morning Sri Lanka. Desserts and sandwiches are what we're speaking about on Good Morning Sri Lanka today, and who doesn't want to speak about that, right? It's a great theme. I love the show. All right, so Kevin, tell us about what the types of fillings that you have in the sandwiches that you use at your shop.
Sure. We have 3 vegetarian selections. One is tomato basil, then we have mushroom and cheese, and then we have our heart healthy vegetarian selection. Tomato and basil is simple tomato, basil, and cheese, but it's fresh basil leaves that we actually put on.
I see.
Then the mushroom and cheese is the sauteed mushrooms and cheese, again, a very simple but delicious sandwich. And the heart healthy is probably the #1 vegetarian. That's got homemade hummus, basil, tomato, fresh avocado with the cheese. It's really nice and very filling for a vegetarian option. And then we have the rest are meat selections, chicken based. So we have a Cubano, which is our take on an actual sandwich that originated in Miami in the States. And we also have a breakfast panino, chicken, ham, and cheese. And then we have 2 specials right now, a chicken pomodori, which is my personal favorite. And we also have a full barbecue chicken. I'll just tell you the ingredients of the chicken pomodori, because the other ones would probably take too long.
All right, go for it.
This one will probably take long as well. Oven roasted tomato, homemade pesto. My wife actually makes it with cashew nut, because you can't get pine nut in Sri Lanka it's very expensive. It also comes with fresh basil, fresh spinach, oven roasted chicken, and then of course our cheese and roast pung. So that's a fantastic sandwich, my favorite.
All right, so that sounds delicious. It really does.
Really nice, yeah.
And tell us about your range of desserts. You have an extensive list, but some of your favorites and the fast movers.
The fast movers, I suppose it depends, but the things that sort of seem to fly out pretty much are the on the cold section. We've got the baked chocolate tart that you saw in the video, and it is really nice. You know, when you cut into it, it still sort of oozes, and so it's lovely. The cheesecakes, we do a baked New York cheesecake that people.
This is my favorite.
People really like.
All right.
A proper cheesecake. Very nice.
The brownies are always very popular, aren't they? I don't know. We do a lemon tart. I think you did some video of that as well, and a passion fruit tart, and they're very popular. And then on the cake side, anything chocolatey seems to sell. Sri Lankans, like everybody, likes chocolate. And sort of the fruit loaf cakes, like the lemon and blueberry cake, the raspberry, passion and raspberry cake, and so on. But as I was saying, even the things that don't look fantastic. So we do an orange drizzle cake, which is with fresh oranges, and then it has a. This is the one that you bought the other day.
Oh no, it's out on TV. It was good. It was
and it's
really
very
good.
sort of
Since
very
the cat's out
simple.
of the bag, I'm just going to tell you it was really, really good. Go on.
But it looks very simple, doesn't it? It doesn't look anything fancy.
That's
And
true.
sometimes, because of the ingredients, sometimes it sags a little bit in the middle, and then it gets all sort of very moist and gooey when you put the drizzle sort of sauce on it. And that goes really well. There's sort of we tried to do a variety of things with sort of fruit.
We
and
also do
chocolate.
like yogurts.
Yeah.
We try and expand. I mean, when we were at just the good market, we did something new every week. We would say, what shall we do? And we sort of mix and match a cake or a flavor we think of. Sometimes Ellie say, what do you think about this? And I think, oh, that sounds great. Or sometimes I come up with something and then she says, it looks great, it'll be good, or not sometimes. But we try different flavors. And even with the brownies, we try and expand. We have like a gourmet range. We've got meringue on, or
Chocolate orange.
chocolate orange. So that, I mean, again, the mint thing. That's why I wanted to do something with the mint.
The mint that's brewing.
Mint some brewing. And even the yogurts has been actually very popular. Not many people know about it because they just come for the cakes. But when they try the yogurts, because it's all natural and it's set naturally, no additives, no preservatives, and we got blueberries and raspberries, coolies in there. So once they try it, they actually keep coming back and tell their friends and families. That's more of a word of mouth, because we don't sort of properly advertise saying here's yogurt, and it just when they try, they come back for more.
But when you started out, did you have any, sort of trepidation that maybe the Sri Lankan palate won't welcome some of the more, let's say, English desserts that you were planning on serving up, and some of the more out-of-the-box sandwiches that you were serving?
Yeah, we actually, that's one of the reasons we wanted to kind of test it at the market. We're very niche. It's a very niche product.
Yeah.
It's a grilled toasted sandwich with cheese, which is generally not a staple here in Sri Lanka in the diet. We didn't know what the response was going to be, so we figured we'd give it a shot, and if it went well, great. If not, at least we give it a try. And my wife actually just picked the hardest thing to do when she decided she wanted to do paninis, but she did them so well back where we're from that we decided to really give it a go. And but yeah, we were definitely concerned that how's this going to be accepted? Is it going to be?
But I guess the response was such that now they're
Yeah.
following you around in their cars.
Yeah.
The response
So-
has been good, and so that's we're
We
very
same
happy.
with
to see that.
our cakes, I think, because the standard sort of cakes in Sri Lanka. And, very rarely people do come and say, "Have you got love cake or something?" Something that we don't do. I mean, we don't tend to do anything that you get here anyway. If you do, we make it really different, something completely different. But yeah, when we first started, we had no clue. It's just pure fact that we knew Ellie's cakes are really good, and all our friends and family were saying it was really good. And it's only one of our friends who said to us, you should try the good market. You'll have a good response. So we just went there, and then actually it was a big hit from the first day. People loved it.
But you haven't looked back since.
Yeah, but like Kevin said, we really didn't know how people were going to respond, because when you go into cake shops here, there's lots of icing, and
Colours.
lots of colours, and again, the sort of the emphasis on the sort of the perfection of the look. Everything's beautifully square or beautifully decorated, and so we were really surprised when people weren't really that bothered when things were collapsing or anything else. So no, we've been really pleased, and our customers have just been fantastic.
And I think that's to do with the fact that the taste is so great in all the products that you put out. So on that note, we have a video of your wife Shari making a sandwich for us. Let's go check it out.
Welcome to Good Morning Sri Lanka. I'm Shari Ariratna, and this is Panino and the English Cake Company. And today we are going to demonstrate a traditional roast pang sandwich. We are known as the original home of the roast pang panini. And I'm going to make a chicken pomodoro sandwich for you. So this is a roast pang cut in half, and I'll be putting mayonnaise and mustard. with grated cheese, which I sourced from a British gentleman in Kandy, and it's a blend between a Gouda and a Swiss. And chicken pomodori is oven roasted chicken with herbs, rosemary, Italian parsley, olive oil, garlic. And we use homemade pesto, which is basil, cashew nut, olive oil, garlic, and lemon. And also homemade oven-dried tomatoes. And to top it with, we use fresh spinach. Whenever possible, we source organic vegetables. And also fresh basil. And then we top it with more cheese. And then it goes on the grill with a little bit of butter. And we grill it for about 3 to 5 minutes. Hot. And here is the chicken pomodori melt.
That does look good, doesn't it, Ellie? You were just saying earlier that it looks really good. But it does really elevate your average roast pang sandwich, right? And that's what you were going for, definitely. So I think you've achieved that. But what is, okay, we only have a very little time left on the show but with you, but what is it that you always promise your customers? When they come to your shop, what can they always expect? Kevin?
Well, I think they can expect that we'll give our honest effort to provide them with the best sandwich that we can make with locally produced ingredients as much as possible. We can't do it with everything, but we know where our ingredients come from, and we try to give the best and give them the best experience that they can get. So that's what we can promise our customers.
And also, Ellie, you want to add to
we
that?
got like 2 mottos.
Okay, all right, let's hear it.
You can go for your motto.
Well, we said, you know, it's sort of no frills, no fuss, just fabulous. So